Hey guys, I hope you're doing good. Today I'll be talking about Stranger Things. Okay, so Stranger Things Season 5 is officially over. Most of you have probably already watched it, but just in case, spoiler warning. And honestly, if you still haven't watched it, what are you doing? Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get straight to the real question. Was it good for me personally? It was good and bad at the same time. On one hand, the character arcs, the emotional moments, and how most of the characters ended their journeys were genuinely great. Some scenes hit hard, but on the other hand, we can't ignore the fact that the finale didn't feel like a finale. It didn't feel like the epic conclusion to one of Netflix's biggest shows ever. And let me explain exactly why. The plot holes and finales problems. Let's start with the biggest issue people are talking about. The plot holes especially surrounding the final battle. The most asked question after the finale was simple. When the final fight against Vecna and the Mind Flayer happens, where are the Demogorgons? No baths, no demo dogs, no army, nothing. Were they on the vacation? Let's be honest. The fight was way too easy. The Mind Flayer and Vecna were hyped up for years as these unstoppable world-ending threats, and yet they couldn't even kill a single main character. The Mind Flayers go down the fire. Nancy's shotgun is doing overtime. Suddenly this massive threat feels weak, and when asked about this, the Duffer Brothers responded by saying Vecna couldn't have expected a sneak attack in his own home base, so he wasn't prepared. And I'm sorry, but you have to be kidding me. This is Vecna. The same Vecna who literally spies through Will, the same Vecna who went through Hopper's mind, the same Vecna who knew their plans before they finished thinking them. And you're telling me he didn't see this coming?
No, we tried as much as possible to answer all the questions as it relates to the characters and mythology of Hawkins and the Upside Down.
That explanation makes things worse. And another thing, how is Will's coming out scene longer than the actual Vecna and Mind Flayer fight? This is the final battle of the entire show that everything was building toward, and it's over so fast that it barely has time to breathe. That's a huge reason why the finale feels underwhelming. It's not that the fight is bad, it's too short to feel earned. Duffer Brothers' responses made it worse, and this is where things really started to annoy me. When asked why Vecna especially needed 12 kids to open the wormhole, why not 10, why not 8? The Duffer Brothers straight up said there was no reason, no deeper meaning, no symbolism, no hidden logic, which is crazy, because fans spent years coming up with theories. People were connecting it to the 12 hours on the clock timelines, symbolism, only to find out the writers just didn't care. Then there's the military. When asked what happened to the military after the Upside Down situation exploded, there's a response, basically, in the 18th month gap, I suppose there wasn't too much else to do. My guess, you're not a fan theorizing on Reddit. You're the creators of the show. These kinds of answers make it feel like some kind of major story decisions weren't fully thought through. And that's frustrating for a show this big, honestly. Some of the responses made me mad, more than the Max and Holly Porter scene, because at least these weren't emotional. These answers just feel lazy. Why season 5 was actually good. Now, with all that said, I don't want this to sound like pure hate, cause season 5 definitely did a lot of things right. The character arcs are easily the strongest part of the season. Everyone feels like they've grown.
I know. It's like, what? Millie.
11 finally feels more than just a weapon. Hopper gets proper closure, Steve remains Steve, and that's a win. Dustin's emotional moments gently hit, and Will's internal struggle is handled way more maturity than before. The acting is incredible across the board. You can tell how much these actors have grown since season 1. The emotional scenes work because they feel real, not forced. Visually, the season looks insane. The Upside Down has never looked better. The production value is crazy, and some of the quieter moments actually stick with you more than the action. And most importantly, the ending for the characters feels satisfying. Even if the plot has issues, it's clear the writers cared about giving these characters meaningful goodbyes. And that does count for something. Final thoughts. So yeah, season 5 is weird, it's emotional, it's well acted, it looks good, it looks amazing, but it's also rushed in places, messy in logic, and held back by plot holes that shouldn't exist at this level. The finale doesn't feel an explosive, unforgettable ending Stranger Things deserves, but it also isn't a disaster. It's a solid ending carried by characters, not by writing, and maybe that's why it feels both satisfying and disappointing at the same time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Look out for the next video. Peace.